Hate that guy.
What?
Fuck Jordan.
Why?
Fuck Jordan, bro.
What?
Culture gang.
Culture gang. Culture gang. What's up, bro? How y'all doing? Hope y'all drinking water. Hope y'all meditating. Y'all getting y'all spirits right.
It's Mo.
It's Gerron.
Culture recipe.
Culture brothers out the roof.
Yeah,
We're not the winners. 8 players who changed basketball forever by the homies Nonstop Sports. Go ahead and subscribe, like the video, like our video.
Oh God.
Subscribe to us, of course. We love y'all.
Let's get into this shit. Y'all ready?
Let's get it.
You ready?
Let's get it.
Let's get this shit.
Every sport has its trailblazers.
That's crazy.
Left lasting impacts on the game.
The height difference?
Every sport
Look at that. You see those plumbers behind him?
has its trailblazers who left lasting impacts on the game.
Oh, look at
the
that
NBA
guy.
and basketball as a whole has
All I know is Mike, like, he better not be on the list, bro.
over the years, thanks to a handful
Bald
of
ass
players.
piece of shit. Mike better not be on the list.
Here are
No, I'm
the
just
8
playing. I like
NBA
Mike.
Jordan
players
is
who
crazy.
changed
I'm playing. I
basketball
like Mike.
forever. Wilt Chamberlain. It's
Yep.
only right that we start
The
with
Big
the guy
Dipper.
who scored 100 points in a single NBA game. While that's the record he's most known for, Wilt has some others that will never be touched.
Hey, what's your theory about that?
What was my theory?
Yeah.
It didn't really happen. But recently I've done my research. It definitely happened.
I mean, bro couldn't shoot free throws when he shot more than that.
That's the one. That's the reason why I was like, I have to
He
look
once
into
had
this, bro.
55
It's gotta be
rebounds in the
fraudulent.
game and averaged
I think 55 rebounds is more impressive. Teams don't even get 55 rebounds.
That's true. That's true.
50.4 points per game over the course of an entire season. From the moment Champ
I think his minutes per game was crazy too on there.
entered the league, he was an absolute cheat.
Bro literally
As a
played
rookie,
48
Wilt
minutes a
averaged
game.
37.6
The whole game.
points and 27 rebounds
As a
per game.
rookie?
Over the course of his career, he averaged 30.1 points and 22.9 rebounds per game. Those
Crazy.
are numbers you put
2K.
up in NBA 2K, my career on the rookie setting. Not
Facts.
in the actual NBA.
Was that a
Chamberlain
sky
had a
hook?
combination of talent, athleticism, strength, and size that the
Kareem
league
better.
had never really seen before. As a result of his dominance, they had to rewrite the rulebook to give opposing teams a chance of slowing him down. Wilt's team would often inbound the ball from under the basket by just lobbing it over the backboard so he could leap over defenders and finish at the rim with ease. The
Yo.
NBA then outlawed this. Another one of his patented moves was throwing himself alley-oops while shooting free throws. Again, the league stepped in as they created a rule stating the shooter cannot cross the free throw line until the ball touches the rim. You may view those moves as gimmicks, but there was another change made as a result of Wilt's play in general. He was so unstoppable in the paint that the league
But who
widened
did
the
he-
lane
who
so
was
Chamberlain
guarding
would
him
have less space
besides
to
Bill
give out
Russell?
down there. From his untouchable records to forcing the league to alter major aspects of the game, Wilt's impact on basketball was as large as his physical stature. Dirk Nowitzki. Arguably the
Shout out,
greatest
Dirk.
European player in league history,
On here this
Dirk left quite the mark on basketball and the NBA. For starters, he was crucial in the league taking the next step in international growth and popularity. Having a superstar of his caliber from Europe made the league much more marketable in that area of the world.
Yeah.
His individual success also made the path of going to the NBA instead of playing in the Euro. His individual success
Super kawaii!
also made the path of going to the
And a cute little French woman.
Woman?
instead of
Oh,
playing
you
in
out of
the
pocket.
EuroLeague more attractive to top talent.
Why you
in
trying to
Europe.
park it like that?
Dirk's influence evolved more than popularity, though. He also changed the way teams were constructed and how players
D
played.
Wade.
Nowitzki was a 7-footer with a very smooth and highly effective jump shot.
You
At
better
the
not be on the
time,
list neither.
most big men couldn't shoot as well as he could. Dirk introduced the league to the
So
concept of
beautiful.
the stretch 4 or 5. He showed everyone the value of finding a big man who could step outside the paint and hit shots from deep. A player like that puts more stress on the defense and can really open up the floor for the rest of the offense.
Facts.
Today, having a jump shot is a crucial attribute for players of all sizes thanks to him. Also, we can't bring up Dirk and not mention his patented one-legged fadeaway. Like Kareem with the hook shot, the one-legged fadeaway will forever be synonymous with Dirk.
With Dirk, yeah,
LeBron
facts.
James. Similar to MJ's case because, of course, we
This balding piece of crap, too. Look at these two bums.
can't mention LeBron without bringing up Michael. James could easily make an appearance on here as a result of his stellar play. But there's so much more to his story.
I forgot about
First
that
off,
shit.
James was in the national spotlight from
Yo,
age 50.
what is on your head, dog?
That hair is never seen again.
No.
And proved that bold predictions about young high schoolers sometimes can come true. He set the standard for that and has led to so many kids being referred to or labeled as the next LeBron. After quickly taking over the league, LeBron turned it on its side with the decision in 2010. By leaving the Cavs for the Heat, James showed everyone the tremendous amount of power players actually have.
Yeah.
It didn't matter that Cleveland drafted him and he was from Ohio. LeBron was going to do what was best for him personally. So he left in free agency to form a super team with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh in Miami. He demonstrated how players have more control over where they play and who they play with than people had ever previously imagined. From then on, stars began using free agency or trade demands to either leave bad situations or create super teams elsewhere. LeBron also amplified the voices of so many of his fellow players through various platforms. He showed that they don't have to just shut up and dribble. They can and should use their status to speak out on issues they are passionate about. He'll certainly be remembered for challenging MJ for the GOAT status. But people will not forget the other ways he changed basketball as well. Steph Curry. As simple of a concept as it may seem, Steph demonstrated how important 3 points being worth more than 2 points is. Curry's 2012-13 season is what really put the league on notice and was the beginning of big things to come
As
for
soon
him,
as he gets
his
past
team,
half court,
and
bro,
the
you gotta worry
NBA
about
as a
this
whole.
nigga.
Steph shot 7.7 threes per game that season and was the only player in the league to average at least 7 attempts per game. Just last season, 28 players averaged more than 7 attempts per game. Curry's three-point shooting was the foundation of the Warriors dynasty and led to a complete shift in how the game was played. Teams had no hope of keeping up with Steph and Golden State if they traded two.
He thought that was a lot. You see
They
that?
realized the significant value in taking shots just a bit further from the hoop to try to get that extra point. With other players who revolutionized the game, it usually involved some form of elite athleticism. But this was different. You didn't have to be 6'8" or able to jump out of the gym to be a good shooter. So players began specializing from behind the arc. There are now roles for guys in the league to just be great three-point shooters, like Joe Harris, Duncan Robinson, or Bryn Forbes. Julius Erving.
Don't do my man,
When the
Duncan
NBA
Robinson
and
like
ABA
that.
merged in 1976, Irving was
Dr. J.
instrumental in bringing a style of
The
play
good
to
doctor.
the NBA that would elevate the league to the next level. His flashy and high-flying game is applauded today, but it wasn't the norm back then. Dr. J was a significant change of pace from how NBA players typically played at the time. One of the greatest dunkers of all time. He captivated audiences with his ability to gracefully soar.
That shit is still smooth
Irving
as
was
fuck to me,
credited
bro.
with inspiring
He went all the
audiences
way
with his
around
ability
to
to gracefully soar.
How do you even part that?
Like, what do you do there? Like,
Through the air.
what can you
Irving
do?
was credited with
I'd just be
inspiring
mad.
the next generation.
I think I hit him in the stomach. Why are you
such
doing
as
that?
Michael
No,
Jordan
for
or
real, I'm
Dominique
tackling
Wilkins. He also provided the NBA with a coolness that the league desperately needed. People wanted to see more players
the
who
original
played
MJ.
above the rim like Irving. Dr. J was also much more than just an
And the
exciting
original
act to
LeBron.
watch. Irving scored over 30,000 points, grabbed more than 10,000 rebounds, recorded over 5,000 assists, racked up more than 2,000 steals, and nearly 2,000 blocks. Additionally, he was a 16-time All-Star and 4-time league MVP. Not only was his overall style iconic, but his game was too. Magic Johnson. In terms of carrying the NBA to its current form that we know and love, there may not be someone who played more of an integral role in the transition than Magic. Players who were 6'9" weren't supposed to be point guards or run fast breaks. Point guards weren't supposed to regularly post up. Good thing nobody told Magic Johnson any of this, or that he didn't listen if someone did. Johnson was the furthest thing from a traditional point guard in the 80s, but he became the face of the league and one of the most well-known dynasties in sports history with the Showtime Lakers. As Magic led his team to 5 titles in that decade, he did it in a never-before-seen manner. In addition to his unique size as a ball handler, his passing was unbelievable. Regardless of size, people were left speechless watching him play. It was a magical experience. If it wasn't for Johnson...
He's different.
He clears every point guard ever. I don't know why people try to put Steph over him. I
You
just
probably would not see guys like LeBron or Ben Simmons consistently handling the ball at their size. He showed everyone the lack of importance traditional positions should hold and led the charge in using players in ways that highlight their strengths, regardless of height. Michael Jordan. MJ being on
Michael
the list is obviously a
Jeffrey
no-brainer,
Jordan.
but he belongs here for more reasons
Okay.
than simply being one of the greatest, if not the greatest, basketball players of all time.
Yeah.
He could be mentioned for winning 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, 10 scoring titles, and 5 league MVPs, but all sports fans know about the on-court excellence. What Jordan did off the
That was
court may be
disrespectful,
even
bro.
more revolutionary than what he did on it.
Stop it.
MJ capitalized
Wow.
off his fame by playing basketball in a whole new way. He demonstrated the
That's
ability
my mom.
athletes had to use their playing careers to launch and grow their own personal brands. Air Jordan and the Jordan brand quickly became one of the top brands, not only in sports, but also just in general.
You like
The
Jordan
logo is
too?
just as recognizable as any other
You like
brand.
Jordan too?
MJ completely changed the shoe industry
The
and is
nine is
responsible for
underrated
young
as well.
players signing these massive shoe deals now.
Dick
It doesn't
is
stop
loud,
there
man.
though. Michael
Jesus
did
Christ.
plenty of additional endorsements
Sure,
with a
buddy.
wide range of companies such as
You
Gatorade
like
or
Jordan too?
he made doing these commercials look cool and demonstrated how
Come on,
profitable
dog. I
these
know
stuff
you
was.
like Jordan too.
Overall, Michael
I
was
know
an
you
example of how
like.
star players can leverage their talents outside of the game of
I know
basketball.
you
MJ definitely
like.
inspired his fair share of basketball players on the court, but he was just as influential in showing them the power they can have off of it. Allen Iverson. People love debating whether or not LeBron or MJ is the GOAT. But the pound-for-pound GOAT has to be Iverson.
Huh?
Standing at 6 feet and only weighing 165 pounds, AI never let his size hold him back. He still managed to become one of the most dynamic scorers the game had ever witnessed.
Well, yeah.
Iverson was fearless on the court and had the heart of a lion. With
Facts.
insane quickness and a killer crossover, he was nearly impossible to guard. The
He
way
made
he
Ty Lue his
hesitated and
bitch.
changed speed with his crossover was a game changer. Most players had never used a move like that before and picked it up from watching Iverson. His play was not the only unforgettable part about him. The way AI carried himself off the court was just as unique.
That man a
He had
rapper.
a different type of swagger to him. Iverson braided his hair, was just as unique.
Don't.
He had a different...
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna tell him. Yeah. I don't know. A time machine. 2005 called AI. They want their shirt back.
type of swagger to
Did
him.
you stop the video
Iverson
for
braided
that?
his hair, wore chains with oversized jerseys, and had tattoos.
I know. Okay. Your brain called. It wants to breathe.
You struggle.
I'm
You
right
struggle.
there.
No,
His style
joke over.
was truly one of a kind. While it inspired a lot of
Nope.
other players in the younger generation,
Nope, shut up.
everyone was a fan of it, as the
Oh, a walrus called. It wants its beard back.
NBA put a dress code in place because of him. Iverson completely shifted the culture of the league with his style and is a main reason for why we see so many players today rocking headbands, shooting sleeves, and tattoos. What are your thoughts on this list? Did we include someone who doesn't belong or forget to mention somebody?
Yeah, LeBron and MJ don't belong, bro.
Everybody on the list is cool.
What have they done?
I think if we look 5 years down the road, Kevin Durant's gonna find himself on that list.
Manu Ginobili should be an honorable mention. That you wrote.
It's been the culture game.
Culture game.
Culture game, cultural recipe. Proud of the people.
Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Dislike, bad comment. DM us any video ideas.
We love y'all. Proud of the people.
We love y'all, culture gang. Peace, love, and fish grease. Proud of the people. Drink water.